everyone, it's Ann and welcome back to Hawesome Budgets. This is our Sunday budget with me. That's where we take a little extra money and go ahead and put some into all of our sinking funds. So we do have $200 extra this week. So yeah, I'm still playing around with what we're doing for 2026. We have lots of big goals and big plans, so hopefully we are able to make that all happen. And so with all that, it might change up how all of this goes, but we're gonna do our best. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, so let's go ahead and allocate all the money from our savings challenges that we finished last week. So our first one is going to be our emergency fund, and this is gonna get $14. I'm gonna do things a little bit different today. I'm gonna go ahead and put our $200 on there because emergency fund is $15 shy of our goal for 2025, which was $500 even. So it has $485. So with the $14, we are $1 short. So we're gonna go ahead and take that $1 from that amount. So that way we hit our goal for 2025. We also finished this budget with Carly in our long-term, and this is going to our long-term miscellaneous fund, and that was for $50. Then we had two for gifts. And so this one was $15 and $60. So that's $75 going into gifts. And then we had 3 for car maintenance. So we had one from our S'more savings, and then one from our Tinies, and one from our 30 Thursday. But what I went ahead and did is I'm gonna put $20 from our S'more savings and our Tiny into car maintenance. So that's $20 into car maintenance. And then this extra one for $16, I'm gonna go ahead and put it into our new sinking fund for next year, which is tires. And that is saving for tires for both of our cars, but mostly my husband's car. This was something we finished in 30 Thursday as well for appliances, and that was $20. I think these were both home maintenance. Yes, they were. So this was 20 and 3, so $23 into home maintenance. Awesome. This one is going to my Christmas fund for next year. So we're already starting to save for Christmas next year. And then this $42 I'm going to put into family. This is from when we finished our holiday box challenge back before Black Friday, really. And I saved the $42, and I'm just gonna go ahead and deposit that into our account now. And I'm gonna put that into family. And then this $43 was finished in the girls binder, and this is for P's self-care, which I've just renamed, really. Okay. So in 2025, when I started budgeting, I saved A, C, B, and E bucks. I haven't decided if I'm going to continue this next year, if I'm going to do it a little bit differently next year. I haven't made that decision quite yet, but let's go ahead and see what we saved for A bucks. So A bucks gets $1 to $3 this month, and that is saving for our dream cruise to Alaska. C bucks got quite a lot this month. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20 C bucks, and that goes into our future cruise area. B bucks, I save B bucks for my oldest P. There are no P bucks, so we do B bucks, and she got 1, 2, 3, oh. Okay, I don't know why those are all in there, but we're gonna, oh. I know why they're in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, $8. We were doing a budgeting system with her, and this was the money that was, she had to pay bills with it, and also she had to save so much. So she paid $3 worth of bills every for the month, and then $2 goes into savings from her allowance. So that's what that is in the back there. And then Miss E saves E bucks. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25 E bucks for the month. Perfect. Okay. So that is all going to get deposited into our account there. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So let's kind of make some room for ourselves. We did finish 2 other challenges. These were both in our S'more savings, and these are both going towards debt. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to work towards our debt that we have, and that will be in Wednesday's cash stuffing video. So I'm just going to kind of set those aside because we're not going to track that here. And let's go ahead and go through our binders and see what we can do with the $199 we have left now. So escrow, I went through, I've redone my binders. They're all getting set up for 2026. So escrow currently has 314. Let's go ahead and put $6 in there to even it out. Investments, let's go ahead and do $1 in there, again, just to even it out. Month ahead, we can do $2 in there. I'm just gonna kind of round out a lot of our things just to, you know, make them pretty for 2026. So I think that's everything in this binder here. Okay, in our sinking funds binder, car maintenance got a challenge. Entertainment, we're gonna do $8 in entertainment. Gifts, medical. I am going to have to take some money out of here. Like I said earlier, we've had a cold in the house probably since we got back from our cruise. It started like that Monday after we got home. It started with P. She just had, you know, just a cold, and then E got it, and then I had to take E to the not emergency room. What are they called? Mini clinics? Urgent cares, that's what the word is. An urgent care today, and she has an ear infection. She was up all last night screaming her ear hurt, which is something very abnormal for her. So we are gonna have to take money out of there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put $20 in there. So she has an ear infection, so we had to pay the copay, and then she has to get antibiotics. So my husband's on his way to pick that up. So we'll have to see how much money we need to take out of that. Pins is gonna get $5. And technology, let's go ahead and do $6 into technology to round it out. Tires has already gotten a savings challenge towards it, so that is perfect. Let's move on to our home binder. Okay. Appliances already got a challenge. Backyard, let's go ahead and do $5 into backyard. Garden, I still need to do my garden project, but you know what? Let's go ahead and do $5 into the garden. Home maintenance got a challenge. Pantry, let's go ahead and do $5 into the pantry. We do need to go to Costco. They are doing, I know they have quite a few of the girls' snacks on sale, so I want to make sure we pick those up before school starts again. $5 towards home projects, with my husband has his eye on. This right now is going to be saving up for, we want to do permanent outside lights to the whole house, those really cool ones. So we are saving up for that. And then he currently wants to do lights underneath our cabinets in our bathroom and underneath like the upper kitchen cabinets. I don't know. That's really his world right there. Shutters, $5 there. We're saving for hurricane shutters, something else my husband would like to get. And then home technology, I don't know what he wants, but he is a tech guy, so he loves that kind of stuff. So I always know there is something he wants. So we just kind of put that aside. Okay, let's save travel to the end. I don't think there is much we need in these binders. Birthdays is doing so well, so I think we're fine there. New Year's Eve, I am going to put $10 in. Our uncle's in town, and like I've said before, we love to get fireworks for New Year's Eve. That is something we do, and also I'll do like appetizers for New Year's Eve for us. And it's just gonna be us, just the 5 of us at home. So that'll be fun. I'm gonna skip all of these categories this week, except for back to school. I am gonna put $7 into back to school. Halloween and Thanksgiving are fine. And we added a new category. I like miscellaneous categories in all of my binders pretty much. And it's really just a buffer. There's nothing else to say about it. It's a buffer. So I am going to start. I'm going to have challenges for all of our presents for next year, but I have a goal of $300 each for each of us. So I want to make sure I'm adding to that every week. Family got a challenge. So the family category will be for primarily the cousins. I have a set amount that I give all my nieces and nephews. And then this year we did ended up I buy both my mother and my mother-in-law a box of chocolates. They have very different tastes. My mom gets a box of See's chocolates every year from us. And then my mother-in-law gets a box of, I think they're called Bocce. I don't know. They're in a blue box. Every year I buy her a box of those. And then this year while I was out, I actually ended up getting both my sister-in-law's boxes of the Bocce candy, which was very cool. It wasn't very expensive, but they were super excited just to get a present. So I want to try to continue that tradition. So I have $600 is my minimum for saving for family for next year, because that is how much I need for my nieces and nephews. Like I've said, it's very important for me to be able to give them all a present. It doesn't matter. My oldest niece is 25 next year. That is crazy. And then my youngest niece is 8. So I like to try to give them all something. Decor, we have plenty. I did go after Christmas shopping, so I will need to unstuff that as well. I did find some things fell into my cart that day. We did add a new category for donate. I would like to try to at least $100. Here in Orlando, one of our local DJs does something called Baby DJ every year, and he gives back to the community, and I would like to donate money towards that cause. I also donate to my school. We have some children who are in need every holiday season, and we are able to raise money for them, but also sometimes there's just some things that they need that they are personally asking for, if it's self-care items or stuff like that, and I like to help to try to buy that stuff. So that's going to be kind of that buffer right there. So let's go ahead and start that off with $4 for this time. Gifts is everyone else outside of our family. So teachers and stuff like that. Like I've said in the past, P's in middle school. So she has 8 teachers, and E will be starting school next year. So she'll have a couple teachers. So that will be something we are working towards for next year as well. And then Christmas miscellaneous is okay right now. Okay. Now let's go to the girls' binder. P clothes. I think she is, you know what, let's go ahead and do $5 into her clothes. Her self-care got something. And then her spending, let's go ahead and do $5 towards her spending. We did let the girls know we are going on another cruise in April. Just a short one, a weekend cruise really, and we're going with my sister-in-laws and their families. We did that 2 years ago for the week before Christmas break, and we loved it. It was so much fun. We had a great time because everybody can do things together, or they can do things on their own, and there's no pressure or anything like that. It was a good time. So we're gonna do that again just for a weekend in April. And so we told the girls this over Christmas. We told my girls and then my sister-in-law's girls. So we are super excited about that. So we will not need as much money as we took on our week-long vacation, but we want to make sure we have something. Okay, let's do, I think E is okay on her clothes, and she is okay on her self-care. And let's go ahead and do $5 into her spending. And then we added more sections to their binder, kind of like co-sections. So activities, let's start that off. Let's not do that one. Gifts, this is saving up for teacher appreciation in May, and then also just gifts throughout the school year, like teacher birthday gifts and stuff like that. So that is that. Then they have their miscellaneous. I think their miscellaneous is fine. And then their school, I am always saving up. I moved that from the holiday binder into this one because it primarily deals with them there. So that is there. So that is everything. Next week, I think we will be starting my husband and I's binder as well. And I have some plans to kind of help us. Something I have been working on for a long time is how much money we spend eating out. So I have a plan for that for next year. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see what he thinks of it. Alaska and Cruise both got a little money for there. Let's do $5 into cruise expenses. Disneyland is a new one for us. Again, saving up for hopes and dreams. I have a dream of visiting Disneyland one day. I've never been. I've only been to Disney World. And also Puerto Rico is part of that dream. We're just saving up, and these really don't have end dates at this point. They are literally just for when we're able to save up for them. And then we have $30 left. I only want to do 20 into my girls trip. So that's 10 extra dollars. So let's go ahead and do $5 into Epic Universe. Fix that. And then let's go ahead over here. And this gifts for the teachers, let's go ahead and do an extra $5 for them. Okay, perfect. Okay. Let's see how we did. Let's put this all up. Let's see how we did. Let's see if this all adds up to $200. $200. We did it. Okay. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Well, I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. Anything fun or exciting happened to y'all over Christmas break? My children ended up giving me the gift of being sick and having to go to an urgent care. But it worked out fine because I knew exactly what it was. We decided just to take her. We made an appointment, went quickly. The doctor asked what was wrong, and I told her, I was like, she's had a fever, she's had congestion, she was screaming her ear hurt, and she's like, oh yeah, she's got an ear infection. So there you go. Okay, well, stay with us and see how we are going to stuff all this money on Wednesday, and we will see you tomorrow in Mini Mondays. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye, everyone.